everyone's busy. You're going about your days. You're never really focusing on how do we work as a team, and maybe you're focusing on how I work with my team, right? But if you really look at the team across the organization, you're not taking the time to do that because everyone's busy. You have a lot of things to do, and what's ironic is if you're working in that siloed fashion, what ends up happening is that the workload starts to grow exponentially, because instead of focusing on what's the root problems that we're going to solve, you start to just solve for symptoms. And as you're solving for symptoms, you get a bigger and a bigger backlog. Everyone's busy. Everyone feels that they're getting a lot of stuff done, but they're really not making the progress that they want. And so what we find is, getting that, the reason that happens is people start talking past each other. You get within your own world and you're not talking the right language. And it's the same. And for that reason is why you need an outside person to come into the organization. Like, you can't do marriage counseling on your own. You need someone to come in from the outside and say, hey, you guys are saying the same thing. You're saying it in different ways. You need to talk to each other in a way that's meaningful and helps move this forward. And you need to start compromising and doing some horse trading on how you're going to get this done. And so it's very natural that happens. And it's also, the other reason that we see it happen is that things change over time. And not everyone makes the deliberate acknowledgement of that change and adapts to it. So you have an organization that maybe they grew very quickly inorganically, lots of acquisitions. Now you've got multiple redundant systems, you've got multiple teams, they all come from their own cultures and their own baggage. And how do you now mesh them together as one? It's very hard. You might realize your post M&A synergies, but you don't really get the cohesive team working together through that.